Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. Today I have 3 Crockpot meals for you, so let's just get right into it, and I hope you enjoy. So the first step to our chili mac and cheese is to cook the ground beef. I'll link the recipe below, and you can cook it in the slow cooker, but she said that it would take longer and then the pasta might get mushy. So it's super easy for me to just cook this before. You could also do the Instant Pot and saute this and then add everything, but I'm just gonna cook it on the stove because I haven't used the stove in a while because we've been in a trailer, so I am perfectly okay doing that. So I'm just gonna cook this up and then I'm gonna cut up my vegetables and add those in to cook also. So my ground beef is almost ready, and it says to drain it, but I just like to put in a paper towel and kind of soak up the extra grease. I don't mind if there's a little bit in there, but you definitely don't want all of this. Then while it's finishing cooking, I'm gonna move it to the side and add in all these peppers. Without care. All these peppers that I just chopped up into small little pieces. You can also add onion, but I didn't have any. So I'm just gonna let these cook for a bit. So while that is finishing cooking, I'm gonna get my crock pot out and I'm gonna be adding in 1 cup of beef broth, 2 cups of pasta. All I had was fusilli, so that's what we're gonna go with. It says a can of fire roasted tomatoes. Oh, I just cut myself open. It says a can of fire roasted tomatoes, but I don't have that, so I'm just gonna put in a can of diced tomatoes. And then some green chili. And again, I'm gonna link the recipe down below because it also calls for beans, 2 types of beans, but we aren't big bean people around here, so I'm not gonna add those in. So then that is it except for the ground beef and peppers, and then you don't add any cheese until the end, it says. So then I'm gonna put in salt and pepper. Garlic powder. It calls for garlic cloves, but again, don't got those. And chili powder. To your liking. So now that this is all cooked, I'm just gonna dump it right in there. Then you're gonna put it on low for 3.5 hours and make sure that all the pasta is covered up. Oh my gosh, it smells really good. It kind of seems to me like you might need a little bit more liquid though. I'm gonna add a little bit more beef broth in there. I'm excited about this. I just added more beef broth so that it is well covered. Maybe because I didn't add the beans in, that it looked, wasn't as liquidy, but it should be good.
I took pictures of it already.
Thanks. So Derek added cheese to it when he got home, but he just said that the noodles got mushy, and it was on for a really long time. So make sure you only leave it for like 2 hours. Or I should have done my Instant Pot where it turns to warm automatically, but this one doesn't do that. So just be careful with that, but now I'm gonna taste test it. Okay, so update on that. It was really good, except for the mushy noodles. So I was planning on being home earlier, but I was at my friend's house and we ended up chatting for a long time. So the plan was not for the noodles to get mushy, but it has lots of leftovers. We'll be eating this for days, so that's always a bonus. And the flavor was really, really good. So I do recommend this recipe still. Just make sure you use a slow cooker that will turn off if you aren't home in time. Or make sure that you can turn it off because the noodles did get mushy, and this is only like, I can fill 2 of these left almost. So then a little bit goes a long way, and it's really filling with the meat and the pasta, but they're super mushy, so that's too bad. But all in all, recommend, great recipe, just don't let your noodles get. Okay, today we are making Philly cheesesteaks in the slow cooker, and I think if this works out well, this will be my new go-to for when we have people coming over. So the good thing about this is that you use the beef broth from last night, and you put in about a cup. You could do a little bit more if you want, but just gonna put a cup in and see how it goes. And then I'm using stir-fried beef strips. That's not really what they said to use. I'll link the recipe below, but these were already cut up, so I was like, whoa, that splashed over. So I was like, well, we'll try this. So hopefully they work out. And then we're gonna put in, this looks like a lot of vegetables compared to meat now that I'm looking at it, but that's okay. So then we're gonna put in 2 peppers that I sliced up and some onion, along with a bunch of seasonings. So we're gonna do salt and pepper, these. We're gonna do garlic and Italian seasoning. To come out. You could do onion, do anything you like. I feel like anything would probably be good on this. And literally that's it. Then you turn it on low for 3 hours or on high for, or no, sorry. Turn it on low for 6 hours, or we're gonna do high for 3 hours. So this is what it looks like. And we're gonna just let it cook super fast, super easy. And then I'll show you what else we're doing. So we are going to need some buns. So this is horrible. So you can use whatever buns you want. I went to Giant Tiger and they don't have a huge selection. So I got these onion buns. I thought those would be good. So we're gonna slice these in half and toast them with butter. I'll show you when I do it. And then you're gonna wanna put a piece of provolone cheese on there, or any cheese that you want. And then I'm gonna have mine with a side of this creamy dill pickle salad from Costco, because this stuff is bomb. Okay, so I just put some butter on the buns. I hate using butter because I hate spreading it, so I tried melting it, but it didn't really work. We have a lot of bun here and cheese, so I don't really need that much butter, but I'm gonna put these in at 400 for 5 minutes just to toast them up. And our steak and vegetables are looking good. It smells amazing. Okay, I'm gonna take these out, and then we're gonna put our toppings on top and then put them back in the oven. They're perfectly crispy. A little worried they might be a little dry because I didn't put enough butter on there, so I'm gonna leave one side empty so that we can put some mayo on there. And then I'm just going to scoop this out. Make sure I get some steak, or else Derek will probably put a complaint in. I don't know if I should put the other one on yet because I don't know if he's gonna be able to eat too. Gosh, this looks so good. Okay, and then we're gonna put some provolone cheese on, which I never really buy provolone, and I had to already share some with Ruger, so that's why there's a little chunk out of there. I think I'm not gonna put the third one on yet, so just put the cheese on. I'm gonna take this off and put this back in the oven for like 3 minutes. Okay, so I just took it out and it looks bomb, so I'm gonna put some mayo on here, and then we're gonna freaking dig in because this looks so good. Put in 2 little bags, or 2 small bags of these potatoes, and then you're just gonna put the chicken breast right on top of there. And then we're gonna mix together the sauce. So I have 1 can of cream of chicken soup in here, and it says 2 cans if they are the small cans, but I only have 1, and then I have cream of mushroom soup, but that should be good too because cream of mushroom is also super good. So then we're gonna blend that with half a cup of chicken broth, 1 can of green chilies, and then the rest of the package of ranch seasoning. I'm gonna mix it all up and pour it over top of the potatoes and the chicken. It smells so richy. And then I'm going to put it on high for 3 to 4 hours. It smells amazing. Let's see what happens. It smells amazing. I just took a fork and kind of like split it up. The picture didn't look as watery almost as mine, so I feel like you need more chicken. I definitely need more chicken. I wish I put more chicken, but also probably like more carrots. And then I'm just gonna put some butter on this onion bun and toast it in the oven and then serve it with this, but it smells so good. It's almost like a stew. It's really hot. This could be my fork. Didn't say to put onions, but you could definitely put onions in. I should have because I have a lot of onions, but see how it tastes. Definitely put more chicken. 3 or 4 probably best. So that is going to wrap up the Crockpot meal. So I hope you try some, and I'll leave the recipes down below for you so you can follow them. And I will see you in the next one.